Hey guys, it is the 14th of June and today we had the IG report drop. I have a breakdown of that and some memes. The breakdown includes an article by Neon Revolt, which we all know he does an extensive look into anything he reports on. So stay tuned for tonight's true reporting. In front of me I have the newest Neon Revolt article, and it is entitled A Call to Arms, the Roaring Majority, hashtag New Q, QAnon, Great Awakening, Declassify, Full Disclosure, Tell the Truth. And this came out today, and we'll start off with this. And he says, I was going to include a quick blurb here about the current state of the site, but instead I'm including that at the bottom of this article because these drops, though few, are explosive. If you're getting the 404 issue, you're going to want to read on below after the drops. But one more quick update before we get into the drops. ARM, from last night's drop, stands for Anti-Trump Resistance Movement. So there we go. Perfect. Your guide to the sprawling new anti-Trump resistance movement right here. People asking what ARM is. I think Anon nailed it earlier. Anti-Trump resistant movement makes sense in Q's context, pick related. Thanks for clearing that up for us, Anons. Okay, let's take a look at the drops. So right here, we went over these yesterday, 1496. I break these down in yesterday's podcast, so I'll give you a quick glance at them, and then I'm going to scroll through them, okay? So you can pause it if you want to look at them. Alright, then we'll keep going. So we're getting the heavily redacted version of the IG report later today. It is already dropped, and I'm going to show you what was in that in some memes after this article, okay? So just stick around to the end. The House Freedom Caucus will then push for an unredacted declassified version because all of these redactions will indicate a profound conflict of interest and subsequently lead to the firing of Rod Rosenstein. After all, he's the guy they implicate, and he's only censoring all of this to save his scrawny behind. What QAnon needs from us now is to contact our representatives. Q needs every single one of us calling our representatives, demanding a declassified IG report. I'd say starting around 1, maybe 2 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. Don't ignore this. If you don't push for this, it's not going to happen. We need every voice in Congress screaming for declassification, and the only way that happens is if you, their constituents, demand it. Don't know how to contact your rep? It's easy. Just go here. So that's already an article. If you want to click and talk to your representatives, go for it. House.gov. When you call, you won't speak with a rep directly. Come on, they have people for that. You'll be speaking to a staffer who will ask you why you were calling today. So just be as direct and clear as possible. Here's an example of the script if you're afraid not knowing what to say. And I'll sit there so you can pause for a second. And this is what you need to be saying to your representative, right? Here's more of that. Just so you see. You can pause on it. Of course, this is like freeform jazz. Feel free to improvise. The staffer will hear you out, taking down some information like your name, where you live, and possibly some other contact information. In a few weeks, you'll probably get a letter from them explaining how they handled your concern. Standard practice. But the point is, you've got to let them know the explicit will of the people today. It's time to become the roaring majority. Hashtag roaring majority. Proverbs 28:1, the wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are bold as a lion. This is a real linchpin moment. Don't let it pass you by. Our future depends on us taking action today. After all, the stage is set. The stage is set for bombshell IG report on Clinton email case. Who's in the crosshairs? A slew of FBI and DOJ officials could face a reckoning when Justice Department Inspector General Michael Horowitz on Thursday releases a long-awaited report detailing his review of the Hillary Clinton investigation during the 2016 presidential race. Quote, I think it's going to put a lot of the missing pieces in this giant puzzle together, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Bob Goodlate representative of Virginia, predicted Wednesday on Fox News, America's newsroom. Sessions warns of dire consequences from the incoming IG report. Here's what he said. Attorney General Jeff Sessions justified the firing of James Comey and offered that more terminations might be the consequence of the investigator general's report said to be released Thursday. Here's what Sessions said in an interview with Buck Sexton of The Hill. I think it will be a lengthy report and a careful report, Sessions said. I think it will help us better fix any problems that have and reassure the American people that some of the concerns that have been raised are not true. If anyone else shows up in this report to have done something that requires termination, we will do so, he concluded. Sessions ain't even signaling here. He's straight up spelling it out for us. Rod Rosenstein is finished. And here's that Q post again. I'll pause so you can look at it. And we look down here. So this is a new post that came out late last night. USSS Protection PNG. Thank you, U.S. Secret Service Q. And basically it's a picture taken from the back of looks like a limousine maybe, or just a Secret Service car, and it's looking at an airline. Here's the up close version of that. And you can see right here it says Night. Think United. I don't think this is a recent image, guys. And we check on the Q clock. Look what we get. Alright, so we'll zoom in if we can take a look at it. Here we go. Think image drop. Think original post. Think United. When does a bird sing? Everything has meaning. IQ. So that is the post that he's talking about, and he'll probably explain it right here. 7:53. This is what I just read. No, this isn't the tarmac meeting. That happened on a private jet, not a commercial United flight. At least not that tarmac meeting. Besides, this is a Boeing 737. Boeing 737-900. ITE. ITE. And then we have this down here. This down here. So great. A great look at it. That car itself is also a Mercedes S-Class, and it looks like it's parked in a hangar, meaning it's probably San Francisco. So who was in San Fran, and who were they meeting with? Q mentions think image drop. What image? This image. I hear Hanoi is educational. Whoa, remember that. Remember this lady, and she's in Hanoi, Vietnam in this pic. Would that require a layover in San Fran, or maybe she left from San Fran? I think we have a potential candidate for who was on that plane. She does fly commercial after all. It's time for the United States to start protecting its Supreme Court justices. One of the U.S. Supreme Court justices still flies commercially, and another justice has had his home broken into twice. When are we going to start seriously protecting these respected jurists? Ruth Bader Ginsburg is the culprit, and this article from I don't see where it was taken. I don't know what article this is from, but it is basically stating that she does fly commercially. And that photo was taken in August of 2015, which would be before Justice Antonin Scalia's death in 2016. Go to day 9 on the clock. April 15 drops. So we could take a look, and it says Comey throws AJ Lynch under the bus. Why can't we all find out what happened on the tarmac? Tarmac 2 right here. So we see Supreme Court, RBG, Antonin Scalia, 187, Clown Black, Brennan, Q. Q then adds, we made sure a reporter was there to capture. These people are stupid, Q. So did Ginsburg meet with Brennan in order to sign off on the plan to not only assassinate Justice Scalia, but step down herself and allow Loretta Lynch to fill her Supreme Court seat? Is this the photo of the reporter who was there to capture it all? Look again at the photo Q dropped tonight. So we'll take a quick look. Who does that guy on the right look like to you? You know, I wonder why she was given such a prominent position at the Red Dinner. Sorry, Game of Thrones reference. I don't even watch that stupid show. But Trump never misses on an opportunity to signal. Breaking news. Trump shares stage with Clinton Ladies and gentlemen, and I feel pretty confident in saying this, meet the reporter who caught it all, Maria Bartiromo. Bartiromo. That's her. So we'll go back up to this picture right here. And we'll go up a little further right here. So I don't know. I mean, I can't really see her face. You guys can take a look at that right there. Right here. Right here. Don't forget to call your representative. Hey, if you like that post, did you know you can support Neon Revolt with a Gap subscription and crypto donation or a one-time tip? Okay, so just letting you guys know, that was the end of the article, obviously. Neon Revolt is top-notch. I always say that. All foot traffic, please go to neonrevolt.com and show him support. Spread his articles because he does get in depth with this stuff. You know, he's just he ties so much stuff together. He's a genius. So let's go over what happened in that IG report with some memes real quick. And this is just little bits and pieces of what was interesting in the IG report. So it says here, so this is from Strzok and Lisa Page. Several FBI employees who played critical roles in the investigation sent political messages, IG report says. It cites Lisa Page text to Peter Strzok. In quote, Trump's not ever going to become president, right? Right? Strzok, no, he's not. We'll stop it. See, I mean, that is insane. I mean, that's proof right there, you know, that there was collusion against him trying not to be president, right? Then we look down here. President Barack Obama was one of the 13 individuals with whom Clinton had direct contact using her ClintonEmail.com account. So he knew about this. He knows about the emails. He knew about the emails and did absolutely nothing. Again, more collusion. Then we look here. In addition, we identified instances where FBI employees improperly received benefits from reporters, including tickets to sporting events, golfing outings, drinks, meals, and attendance to non-public social events. So, yeah, so basically what this is saying, that the reporters were trying to bribe the FBI agents to get scoops, what's going on. We will separately report on those investigations as they are concluded, consistent with the Inspector General Act, other applicable federal statutes, and OIG policy. So yeah, I mean, the FBI and the mainstream media is in cahoots also, and they're just bribing the crap out of them, right? Okay, Oversight Committee on Twitter says Chairman Trey Gowdy, South Carolina, on DOJ Inspector General report. I am alarmed, angered, and deeply disappointed by the Inspector General's finding of numerous failures by DOJ and FBI in investigating potential espionage acts, violations by former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Absolutely terrible. And I mean, it's all going to come crashing down. You know this. We know this. There's three versions of this, I believe. It's the Rod Rosenstein version that was released. Then there will be an unredacted version, and then there will be a full disclosure version that will be issued and made out by the executive order from Trump. So if we take a look at this real quick, it says, I'm sorry, let me bring that back up for you. It says the second exchange we identified occurred on November 9, 2016, the day after the presidential election. FBI Attorney 2 and another FBI employee who was not involved in the mid-year investigation exchanged the following instant messages. Note that the sender of the instant message is identified after the timestamp, and intervening messages that did not contribute to the understanding of this exchange are not included. So it says FBI 2, FBI employee. So this is Lisa Page and Peter Strzok. I am numb. I can't stop crying. That makes me even more sad. Like, what happened? You promised me this wouldn't happen. You promise. Okay, that might have been a lie. I am very upset. Haha. I am so stressed out about what I could have done differently. Don't stress. None of that mattered. The FBI influence. I don't know. We broke the momentum. That is not so. Now, look at what they say about us in the very bottom. This is for the majority, the silent majority. This is what the FBI thinks of us. All the people who were initially voting for her would not and were not swayed by any decision the FBI put out. Trump supporters are all poor to middle class, uneducated, lazy pieces of shit that think he will magically grant them jobs for doing nothing. They probably didn't watch the debates, aren't fully educated on his policies, and are stupidly wrapped up in his unmerited enthusiasm. That is what the elite think of us. I don't care even if they are just FBI agents. That is still elite to me, and these people need to be reprimanded and thrown into prison because of this, because it is nothing but espionage, nothing more, nothing less. So, this pisses me off, I'll be honest, because I know that's how they think of us, because, we're so dumbed down just from the mainstream media. We're breaking through, which is great. But this is how they think of us. They think of us as just stupid sheep that can just manipulate us. And they do it mockingly. They do it with no care. They are, I don't know, they're horrible people. And I want them out of here, and I know you do too. But I digress. If you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe. Also share this video and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. I'm going to post another video in the morning. It's going to be covering North Korea and how fake it is. A guy put together a great article about that. And I think you're going to find it extremely interesting. Also, I have a Patreon account if you would like to donate. People are doing that, and like I said, that will fund t-shirts and hats. Once I get some money accumulated from that, I will pay for the shipping and everything to send to you. Also, my second channel, TRU Reporting 2.0. Please go there and subscribe just in case something happens to this channel. And, I think everyone knew that this was going to be redacted, but the executive order will see to that, correct? Just keep fighting. Contact your representatives. Also, if you want to contact Neon Revolt, go to neonrevolt.com and, just say what's up. Anyways, guys, I will talk to you later. Take care of one another. Love one another. Be safe out there. And we'll see you soon. All right. Bye.